With over 40 years of experience, Sedatelec provides cutting-edge equipment that is designed and manufactured in France to assist in the development of complementary medicine worldwide. This is AGISTIM Duo, the latest generation electrostimulation device, designed for all professionals seeking the finest and safest control of the electric stimulation of the cutaneous points or zones at set frequencies. It has two integrated autonomous stimulators that can function in a synchronized manner or completely independently, and are differentiated by two color codes on the device. The box contains a dual electrostimulator, 4 independently identifiable double needle connectors with a unique connection system, 2 double electrode connectors, 4 electrodes, a power supply, and a user guide. As an option, you can add 4 extension modules, doubling the number of outputs from 8 to 16, and a steel module for stimulating the regular points. Before starting to use it, find the number of the desired interface language using the table provided. Then position the regulating arrow in front of the desired number using a small screwdriver. Connect the power supply to the device, then to the mains. Select and plug in the connectors you will be using, needles or electrodes, and plug in the colored connector to the positive socket on the device, and the other connector to the negative socket. Then connect the needle connectors to the needles, using the unique system that ensures perfect contact while guaranteeing total isolation of the skin. The device has 2 groups of 2 input channels, with each group independently regulated. You can connect from 1 to 4 outputs depending on your needs. Connect the electrode connectors to the electrodes provided. For the output channels used, select the desired frequency interval from 1 to 9.9 Hz, from 10 to 99 Hz. The A and G Nogier-Frequencies. In accordance with the interval, adjust the frequency for each output with a precision 2.1 Hz. For each group, select the stimulation that you want from amongst the 4 types of stimulation proposed. With continuous mode, the current pulses are continuously emitted at the selected frequency throughout the treatment. For the mode with a short stoppage time, the pulse emissions periodically stop for a rest time of 1 second, representing approximately 12.5% of the total stimulation time. For the mode with a long stoppage time, the rest time is 4 seconds and represents 50% of the total time. And frequency scanning mode lets you constantly modulate the pulse emission frequency. The selected frequency then becomes the maximum frequency. The actual emission frequency will periodically oscillate between the lowest frequency of the interval and the selected frequency. These different modes may be identical or different for the 2 channel groups. The button in the bottom right lets you choose the combination. Starting from the left, the first 4 positions enable you to select an identical emission mode on the 2 green and pink channel groups. In order, you can select scanning mode, long rest time, short rest time, and continuous mode. Positions 5 and 6 enable you to choose a continuous emission mode on the green channels and short or long rest times on the pink channels. Position 7 sets a rest time of 50% on all of the channels, as does position 2, but the rest times are alternated on the green and pink channels instead of being simultaneous. Position 8 provides a continuous emission mode on the green channel and frequency scanning emission on the pink channels. You can also set the stimulation time from 1 to 60 minutes. To trigger stimulation, set the desired intensity for each output. During stimulation, your patient can freely adjust the intensity. Any other manipulation stops the device until the therapist resets the intensity. To accelerate the work done by the needles for elektroakupunktur, you can tone the point by applying low frequency between 2 and 5 Hz for a long period of time. Sedate it by selecting a high frequency between 70 and 80 Hz for a short period of time. Harmonize it by using the Nogier-Frequency scanning function. TENS mode is used to stimulate the nerve fibers with the electrodes. Analgesic mode frees the opioid endorphins according to the frequencies selected. Elektrolipolysis by stimulating the myofibrils of the skin using the 4-needle option for stimulating on 16 needles simultaneously. Auriculotherapy mode using the steel module option. To stop the device, set the timer to 0. Simple to use, the AGISTIM Duo is highly effective in several ways. A zero-sum two-phase asymmetric wave. The OFSC, permanent fluctuation of the pulse frequency around the selected frequency, greatly limit the risk of physiological habituation to the stimulation. Perfect stability of the intensity of the emitted current regardless of the impedance of the point. Possible simultaneous high and low frequency stimulation with 2 cables on the same point. The device is sleek and designed for optimum safety through the complete isolation of the mains current. 2 completely independent and isolated current generators. 4 independent, electrically isolated channels. A safety feature preventing any treatment from starting until the intensity has been reset. And an alarm signal if a frequency parameter or emission mode is modified during the treatment. As it is a medical device, the user guide must be read prior to use. For more information, please visit www.sedatelec.com.